By the way, Kyoko, what was that thing you were talking about earlier? Something about, what was it? Weatherman's curse or something?
Well, according to rumor, this station is cursed. Those who don't finish recording the work will have the misfortune plague them for eternity.
Damn, that is like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. What, did the boss come up with that or something?
Actually, my brother... Coming to you live from Danganronpa news station, we're bringing you the special episode of Wonders of Weather show. I'm Kyoko, your weather presenter, meteorologist, and host.
And I'm Kevin, your field journalist and other meteorologist co-host. It's a team effort. Kyoko's not the only host.
Anyway, what makes this episode special is that we're looking at 4 different kinds of natural disasters, what causes them, what we can do to stop them, and which companies are responsible for these freak storms. You may be wondering, where can you find storms like that, especially on short notice? That's why Kevin is currently heading to the Natural Disaster Islands, a cluster of islands located on the one spot of Earth that has tsunamis, volcanic eruptions, and earthquakes every day.
I'm reporting live from Sky Tower, considered a national landmark around these parts. Due to some studies from our researchers, there appears to be a small earthquake that's about to happen around here, but there seems to be nothing out of the ordinary yet.
A few moments later.
This is not a small earthquake! I gotta jump!
We'll get back to Kevin in a moment, but first let's take a look at earthquakes. These disasters are caused by the movement of tectonic plates, other natural disasters such as tsunamis, mining and explosions, construction, erosion, among others. The after effects are devastating, causing death and injury, poverty, loss of habitats and ecosystems. It also impacts a country's economy as it damages infrastructure, interrupts supply chains, and causes inflation. Countries known to have frequent earthquakes adapt by preparing its citizens for earthquakes and even change the construction of their buildings to minimize damage. Recent earthquakes include the 6.6 magnitude earthquake in Papua New Guinea and a 6.0 magnitude earthquake in Turkey.
I'm alive, it's good. No need to panic. It's not the first time this job has put me in a situation like this. Huh? Is there a problem, officer? Well, yeah, I guess the sign does say, no jumping off the roof, but, in case you didn't notice, there was, an earthquake. Can I at least finish recording this clip? With the help of my journalism degree, I was able to uncover some dirt on an oil company called Obsidian Energy, who were the cause for a series of earthquakes in Alberta via induced seismicity to produce more oil. While companies such as FedEx and UPS helped with mitigation and response to earthquakes by sending relief supplies to Turkey after an earthquake in 2023. Yeah, actually. No one has actually recognized me in public before. Oh. Whoa, I just jumped off a building, sir. There's no need to...
Here's a fun fact most don't know. Earthquakes can be caused by tsunamis and vice versa. Tsunamis can be caused by earthquakes. More of the Wonders of Weather show after the break. Let's move on to our next disaster, wildfires. They can be caused by a lot of things like the improper extinguishing of campfires, arson, dry weather, and drought. Wildfires are one of the leading causes in global warming, deforestation, and can also cause long-lasting heart effects, and asthma attacks. Companies like NASA have been developing thermal satellites to help pinpoint likely fire zones, while companies like energy and logging and timber companies continue to do unsafe practices by leaving dry underbush, which can increase the risk of fires.
Well, thankfully they let me keep the camera. So, by putting out wildfires properly, smoking less, and safely depositing hot ashes, we can avoid the creation of wildfires like the ones in BC and Alberta. Hey, do you smell something? Holy hell, why is the prison on fire?
Why are you in prison? Hey boss, why is Kevin in jail? Tsunamis have many causes such as underwater earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, underwater landslides, and meteorite impacts. the damage they do is devastating. Catastrophic flooding destroys cities, powerful waves sweep away people, vehicles, and debris, and destruction continues for hours, with multiple waves hitting the same area.
I'm back. The fire's been put out, and I've been released on bail. So I'm that's great. What was my part? What were we? Oh yeah, tsunamis. Tsunamis can cause devastation of coastal ecosystems and long-term debris pollution in oceans and shorelines. In 2004, there was a tsunami at the Indian Ocean, which caused an upward of 220,000 deaths across 11 countries. And the 2011 Japan tsunami, infamous for the nuclear disaster at Fukushima, caused nearly 16,000 deaths. There are many ways to adapt, such as... No, you are kidding me. Is that a tsunami? No! Run!
There are many ways to adapt, such as creating early detection and warning systems, along with educating the public and creating disaster plans. We can also try to reduce global warming, which is the leading cause in most underwater landslides. Anyway, Kevin, you doing all right?
Yeah, just golden. Anyways, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or the NOAA in the US, along with other national agencies worldwide, monitors seismic activity and issue tsunami warnings. Companies like Tetra Tech contribute to its recovery efforts by rebuilding and enhancing coastal resistance after natural disasters such as a tsunami. Meanwhile, underwater mining activities by oil and gas companies, including controlled explosions, can sometimes trigger them. Now that that's out of the way, we'll be moving on to hurricanes. God, hurricanes. They're very large, intense storms originating in warmer tropical waters. So in that case, I'll be heading to an active hurricane zone right now. No, I am not. I'm not going anywhere near a hurricane.
You kind of have to, man. It's for the job. You'll get fired.
You know what? I quit. I don't need this stupid job anyways.
What are you talking about?
I'm done. I cannot do this anymore. Oh, go to the island. There'll be a small earthquake. I could have died. I get sent to prison and the kitchen burns down. And then once I'm bailed out, a freaking tsunami starts coming my direction. I have been here for years, and I barely get the recognition for the effort I put into this. The viewers hate me. You have some weird superiority complex. And don't get me started on the fact this dump does not cover health insurance. I am not going anywhere near a hurricane.
Come on, man. It's like one more, plus the weatherman's curse.
I don't care. The curse is nothing compared to what I have gone through for the past 17 years of my life. It was probably something like the boss came up with to make sure we finished our shifts.
I guess things have been different. The boss has joked about canceling the show since the ratings have gone down, and I've been trying to find more interesting locations, but...
You were picking the locations? You knew they were dangerous, but you sent me anyways?
When you put it like that, I sort of sound like a villain, but it's not like...
Because you are! You are a villain! I get that your late brother used to run the channel, but just because the ratings are dropping does not mean I'm willing to be a ragdoll for you to throw into danger. I'm done with this.
So what, you're just, quitting?
Yes! Did you not hear my entire crash out and speech that I just gave?
Where are you even going to go?
I'll join a small gated fishing community or something for all I care. Leave me alone!
Six months later.
Life's been great, honestly. I got this nice hut around Roswell Bay. The neighbors are chill. I got this nice boat, insurance, and the weather's chill 90% of the time, which is a huge relief. Though, it has been showering quite a bit recently, which I would be disturbed about if it didn't mean it would be better to get even tastier and interesting fish. I do kind of miss Kyoko, but the past is the past. Yes! Yo! This is crazy. Honestly, nothing could ever make this a horrible place to live. a hurricane could spawn, and I would not care. What the?
Kevin, funny seeing you again. How's life?
Huh? What are you doing here? What's happening?
The Wonders of Weather show got scrapped after you left, and the company was too lazy to hire a new recruit. Those cheapskates. So I got sent to interview some fishermen about their lives, but this hurricane newly formed.
How is that even possible? This place makes it geologically impossible for hurricanes to happen.
It's probably that weatherman's curse. It's chasing us because a certain someone quit the job.
The curse isn't real, Kyoko. It's probably like global warming. Let's just get back to the shore before things get worse. Bro, that's like a 1 in a million chance or something. Why is there 2?
Told you, it's the curse.
What makes you think the curse is even real?
My brother lost his camera while filming an episode, so he wasn't able to finish it. In the next hour, he was faced with a volcano, tornado, and tsunami all at once. Even now, his grave is still constantly struck by lightning. His only joy in life was that show, and I just had to keep it running for him.
I mean, damn, but like, there's a couple of hurricanes right over here. What do we do?
We gotta finish recording the episode.
Hop on.
Here's a mic.
Hurricanes like the one behind me are very large, intense storms originating in warmer tropical waters, like the waters near the equator, which are at least 80 degrees Fahrenheit or like 26-something degrees Celsius. The ocean water evaporates to create a moisture for it to form, and with winds from a far-off land added into the mix, they cause hurricanes to develop. The moist, warm air rises and condenses into water droplets and forms huge cumulonimbus clouds. And as the warm air rises, they spiral around a low-pressure center point, aka what we call the eye, causing the circular pattern distinctive of its disaster. When the wind speeds reach up to 74 miles per hour, or like 119 kilometers per hour, the storm, which could be as tall as 10 miles, 16 kilometers, and over 1,000 miles, could be classified as a hurricane. As they near land, they cause storm surges, pushing up water to about 20 feet and extend up to 100 miles inland, and is responsible for 90% of hurricane-related deaths. But as they reach land, which we are not on right now, they lose power and are cut off from the moist air. But they're still dangerous, which is why I don't understand why we aren't heading to shore right now.
Enough with the ad-libs. The boat is rocking and the wind might blow the camera out of my hands. Plus we need footage for it to count, and it would take too long to get to shore.
Okay, I don't understand why you're not doing any of this, but some ways we can adapt or prevent hurricanes is by advancing our forecasting tech, predicting their paths, supporting and educating communities that are vulnerable to hurricanes, and researching more about hurricanes to reduce the damage they pose. And there are proposed methods like marine cloud brightening, which is a method where planes will spray seawater mist to create denser clouds that will hopefully reflect the sun and cool ocean surfaces, which will hopefully also cool the planet. And using underwater air bubbles to bring cooler water to the surface of cyclone-prone areas. However, using these methods on a large scale could be expensive, and it could harm the marine life and their food sources. It might also have unintended effects, such as the reduction of rainfall in the Amazon forest. Recently, Florida was hit by Hurricane Milton, a Category 5 hurricane which intensified within 48 hours, with winds close to 280 kilometers per hour. This happened in less than 2 weeks after Hurricane Helen, which caused 227 deaths in 6 states. The unusual rapid intensification and strength for this time of year, paired with the uncertainty of its path, highlights how much of a threat it really is. Companies are causing the effects include ExxonMobil, Shell, BP, and Chevron, which what they do is like they extract and produce fossil fuels. Companies that help fight the problem include the USAA and Target, both of which donate funds to help rebuild and support areas damaged by hurricanes. Is it over? No way they just disappeared like that.
We did it.
I guess we did?
Oh, so sorry for, like, everything. I just really wanted to keep my bro's legacy alive, and this really felt like the only way to do it.
I don't think a sorry really helps with all this, but I sorta understand where you're coming from.
You do?
Nope.
Do you want to go to Chipotle or something? Lunch is on me.
You know what? Sure. I think there's one around Moosewood, so just hold on.